They say it's the most haunted house in America, but when Dr. Hans Holzer arrived at the Whaley House in the 1960s, he didn't bring a camera crew or a team of ghost hunters. He brought a tape recorder, a trusted psychic, and the belief that the dead had something to say, if we were willing to listen. Located in San Diego's Old Town, the Whaley House was built in 1857 by Thomas Whaley, right on top of a site where public executions had once taken place. The most infamous of those was the hanging of a man named Yankee Jim Robinson, convicted of theft and sentenced to death. But the execution was botched. The drop was too short. Yankee Jim died slowly, struggling for breath while the crowd watched. According to legend, his final moments were spent cursing the land he was dying on. Thomas Whaley either didn't know or didn't care. He built his dream house there anyway. And from the moment the foundation was laid, the tragedies began. One of the Whaley children died in infancy. The house suffered a mysterious fire. Years later, one of the daughters, Violet Whaley, would take her own life in an upstairs bedroom, a victim not of spirits, but of deep emotional trauma. The Whaleys tried to leave, but the house seemed to keep calling them back. By the time Hans Holzer was invited to investigate, it was more museum than home. But the hauntings had only grown stronger. Visitors reported hearing boots pacing across the floorboards above their heads, even when the upper floor was empty. Some heard chairs rock by themselves. Others described a sudden, overwhelming smell of perfume, followed by the sound of a woman crying, always from the nursery. And the most persistent figure of all, a tall, dark man with a wide-brimmed hat, often seen near the staircase. Locals believed it was Yankee Jim, still furious, still trapped. Holzer brought with him the renowned British psychic Sybil Leek. She was calm when she entered, but that changed as soon as she stepped into the hallway. There's more than one. They don't like each other. Room by room, Sybil called out names, many of them matching historical records Holzer hadn't yet reviewed. In the parlor, she stopped suddenly. Sybil Leek, someone was hanged here. He's angry. He feels mocked. She was describing Yankee Jim. Holzer noted the chill in the room and the sudden drop in temperature on his instruments. The energy, he wrote, was dense, thick with memory. Later, in the nursery, Sybil paused again. One of the tour guides had already admitted she couldn't walk past that room without feeling like she was being watched. But Sybil clarified something chilling. It's not the baby, it's the mother. She never left. Holzer took it all in, and then he did what he always did. He listened. He didn't try to exorcise the house. He didn't perform rituals. He simply documented the energy, recorded the voices, and tried to understand the stories of those who had never been heard. And here's the part most people don't know. No one was freed. The spirits in the Whaley House, Yankee Jim, Violet, the grieving mother, were never banished, because Hans Holzer didn't believe in banishing. He believed that ghosts weren't monsters. They were people. People stuck in emotional trauma, echoes of sorrow, who linger because no one ever acknowledged their pain.
Check one, check.
When asked why he didn't cleanse the house, Holzer said, "You don't rid a place of spirits like spraying for insects. You acknowledge them, you speak to them, and sometimes you leave them in peace, but only if they want it." He later wrote in his case notes, "The Whaley House is not haunted by evil, it is haunted by consequence." And from all accounts, the footsteps, the cold spots, the glimpses of a tall man on the stairs, the spirits are still there. Not screaming, not attacking, just waiting. So if you visit the Whaley House, don't mock the legends, don't challenge the energy, and whatever you do, don't ignore the stairs. Because Yankee Jim remembers. And he still walks that hallway, one slow step at a time. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more haunted stories.